Welcome back to Eyes Open Media. All right, so the Iraqi banks pay, keyword, towards the adoption of financial incentives to boost liquidity. Iraqi banks pay towards the adoption of financial incentives to promote liquidity for the development of the potential of the banking sector. It promised among banking interview with the governor's Central Bank of Iraq on the keywords and the third banking conference held in Baghdad recently. With the subsequent directives from the meeting with the managers of the commissioners of the banks and an initiative to reconsider contacts currently approved by the Iraqi banking sector at all levels of development of the potential of the sector and enhance the chances of his contributions in mobilizing citizens' savings and attract deposits in line with the difficult stage through which the Iraqi economy is now. So, meaning that they want the citizens to come out of bring their currency that are hiding in their homes, in their residential homes, because 77% of the currency of the 30 notes are hiding in citizens' homes because they know a value is coming. So that's the reason why it says Iraqi banks pay towards the adoption. Keyword there, pay. And how do I guess? So I'm guessing. I don't know for sure, but I think what they mean by pay is that they paid the CBI for the lower denoms. So the lower denoms were in the CBI's control, and the banks paid a rate for those lower denoms, so the CBI can make a profit off it. So let's say the CBI had the lower denoms. The banks paid them probably 10 cents, 20 cents per dinar or whatever, 40 cents per dinar, and then they're going to raise the value of the currency up to about 120 to 1, so the citizens can then come in with their 30 notes and receive the lower notes, and that can create the liquidity. So the Iraqi banks are paying towards the adoption of the financial incentives to boost liquidity. Because if they're paying, they have to pay the CBI for the lower notes, okay? And then they're going to raise the value, and then the 30 notes are going to come back into them, and then they're going to give the citizens the lower denoms, okay? So, and it's going to be a lot of lower denoms, because imagine if you have a million. If the one of Iraqi people had like 300,000 in the closet or something, 300,000 dinars. Well, the lower denom, that's a lot of lower denoms, and they're going to give them a lot of lower denoms. Okay, so so that brings massive liquidity into the Iraqi market, and that's how the Iraqi banks are paying towards the adoption of the financial incentives to boost liquidity. That is my opinion. It makes sense, but I could be totally wrong. But how other way are they going to be able to get the citizens to bring in their 30 notes if they don't lift the value higher than 1-to-1? They have to at least make it a little more attractive than the U.S. dollar. If you make it 1-to-1, the U.S. dollar is still king. It's still 1-to-1. I'm still going to use the U.S. dollar, okay? But if you make it 120-to-1, they're down. You're talking. Now I'm coming in, okay? So let's see what happens here in the next few days. Currency 365, the banks have paid towards the adoption of financial incentives to boost liquidity. I think those are the lower denoms they paid for. Currency 365, I'm out.